right now I look like a shawuru. If you've seen that movie, like if you're a Nigerian and you've seen that movie, you know what I'm talking about. Ishawuru. Hey beauties, welcome back. If you're here for the first time, welcome to Delia's Empire. Feel free to join the family by clicking on the subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and also drop me a comment down below because I love to read your comments. Follow me on all of my social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and Snapchat. The link to them will be in the description bar, so try to check them out. So beauties, in today's video, as you can see, my face is halfway done, like my eyes are done already. So this video is going to be in two parts, okay? Just have that in mind, okay, in case you're seeing this same look twice. Alright, so in this very video, I'm going to show you guys how I do my foundation, highlight and contour. Nothing special, nothing too much, because I would say I am still in a learning process, okay? But I thought it would be nice for me to show you guys how I do my foundation, highlight and contour, so I won't be repeating same process in all of my video. So because I don't want to bore you guys, okay? So to start off, I have to prime my face. Normally I have oil to dry skin, like I'm in between, but recently I tend to dry more, like I tend to feel dry more, mostly on my face. So yeah, so the primer I'll be using today is this one by Nivea. This one is the Aftershave Balm for men. So once I'm done with that process, the next thing I'm going to do is to cover the dark areas on my face. So, and I'll be doing that with the LA Girl Pro Orange corrector. So basically what I do is I'm just going to add this below my eyes, I mean under my eyes, around my smile line and my mouth. You know, sometimes I add it in this area, but I think that's not really necessary because foundation is going to, you know, cover up that area. But most places that I normally color correct are under my eyes, around my smile lines and my mouth, you know, just like that. So once I'm done applying it like this, the next thing I'm going to do is to blend this corrector. And sometimes I use my fingers, sometimes I use brush, but today I feel like using brush, okay? So I'm going to use this eyeshadow brush right here. I think I added too much today, but it's okay. So as I'm blending, I tend to extend it to my nose area, under my nose area, like this line between my nose, you understand? So yeah. So this is how I blend in my corrector. I don't really blend it into my skin like fully, you understand? So this is how I blend it, and the next thing I'm going to do is to add my foundation. For the sake of this video, I'll be using this 3 foundation right here. Yes, I love to mix my foundation these days because I'm a full coverage sucker, okay? So yeah, I'll be using this one by L'Oreal and this one by Milani, and I'm also going to mix it with this one by Fenty Beauty, but this one is a dupe, okay? Note that. Alright, so basically I'm just going to apply them all together on my face. So on this one I'll just take one pump, which is a lot, but it's okay. So this one I'm also going to take one pump, like so. And this one pump also. Just like that. And I love to blend my foundation with a damp beauty blender. Yes. So this is what I'm going to use to blend this foundation into my skin. So when I'm blending my foundation, I generously just blend everything in. It's like I don't have a specific technique that I use in applying my foundation. No. So in case you're feeling this bonnet right here, this is a DIY bonnet, okay? So like so. So once I'm done blending in my foundation like this, the next thing I'm going to do is to highlight, okay? So the highlight I'll be using today is this one by Makeup Revolution, and this one is 12 and 13. So as you saw guys, you see that I only added the C12 on top of the C13 under my eyes, just because I don't want that white cast effect. I'm using effects so much lately, but hey, I can't help it. Alright, so I'm just going to blend these all in with a beauty blender. So beauties, in case you're feeling this bonnet right here, this is a DIY bonnet. I did this myself. Like guys, I do not know how to sew with a sewing machine, so I did this with needle and thread, and I really love the turnout. I shared it on my Instagram story. In case you didn't see that, I'm sorry guys if you're not following me there yet, so do follow me there, because I share most of my day-to-day activities on there. So yeah, I really love it. It came out really nice, and I love, because I loved, you know, the bigger buffy, you know, extra type of bonnet. So, and it really came out nice, and I am so loving it. Yeah, so this is it. So the next thing I'm going to do is to contour, and I'm using the C18 from the Makeup Revolution concealer, and I'm just going to add a bit right here. When I'm contouring with this concealer, I only add this one to the side of my cheek, okay? I don't add this on my forehead or my nose, because I think it's a lot of work for me to blend, okay? Yeah, so I just add this one right here and then blend it out. And when I'm setting, I use the powder contour to set, to contour my forehead and my nose, and you know, below my chin, you understand? So to do that, I'm going to use the bottom part of this beauty blender, and I'm just going to blend this in. I really love the result I'm getting from this this contour, this liquid contour, because it's easy for me to blend. Yeah, as you can see right now. And yeah, and it doesn't give me any harsh line, you know, as you can tell right now. So yeah, once I'm done blending that in, okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to set my highlights and my contour. So to set my highlight, I'm using this Flormar loose powder, and this one is in loose blush on. Okay, I normally use Sacha buttercup setting powder, but I realized whenever I use it, my face becomes too light from my skin, I mean the rest part of my body, so I stopped using the Sacha buttercup setting powder to set my highlights. So what I do now is I use the Flormar setting powder to set, you understand, and then add a bit of Sacha buttercup under my eyes for, you know, that popping highlight, if you get what I'm trying to say. I'm also going to set with this beauty blender, so I'm using this other side that I haven't used. I don't know, for some reason I haven't seen this brand anywhere. I bought this makeup then when I was in Greece, and this brand is it's an Italian brand. They are very good. Like, their makeup products are very, very good, very nice. As you can tell, I no longer bake because I just think for now I think I'm cool with just, you know, pressing my setting powder into my skin, and I love the results, you understand. So now I'm just going to take a bit below my contour line, or just to cut my contour. But mind you, I'm not going to leave this to stay long because I don't like the turnout. I mean, I don't like that white cast it does give afterwards. I don't like it. So yeah, so now I have to set my contour, and I'm using this NYX Pro Contour and Highlight palette. I'm using this shade right here to set my contour, and I'm using this shade right here to set my whole face. So as you can tell, now I'm going over to my forehead to contour with the powder contour, okay? Now I'm going to go over to my nose. So now I'm taking this tiny or this smaller fluffy angle brush, okay? So this is what I will be using to contour my nose. And of course I'm taking this same powder I use in setting my cream contour. So now I'm going to set the rest part of my face. And also blend in the contour. So these days, my contour and highlight and foundation routine is not complete until I've used this bronzer. So this is also going to help me set my contour in place and also bring color back to my face. Alright, like so. So now next I'm going to do is to spray my face to take away that powdery look. And of course I'm using my all-time fave spray by Manhattan. Alright. So once I'm done like this, the next thing I'm going to do is to use my blush. And the blush I'll be using today is this one by Makeup Revolution. This is a brush and highlight, you know, together. You understand? So I will be using this shade right here. Okay. Whenever I add my blush like this and I say that it's a bit too much, I go over with my powder brush once more. So the next thing I'm going to do is to highlight, and I'm using this highlighter. I'm using this Vivid highlighter by Makeup Revolution, and this one is in Rose Gold Light. And then this one I'm just going to add it right here. I don't really like to go crazy with my highlight, though I also want it to pop, you understand. On my forehead, just a tiny bit, on my chin, cupid bone, and on the bridge of my nose. Like so. So normally I always like to mix my contour and my highlight, but whenever I use this one by Makeup Revolution, I don't really feel that urge to mix. But for the sake of highlight popping, I'm going to add this highlighter by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Yeah, this is it. So I'm going to quickly finish up with the eyes and I will be back.